What up, day and night gang? It's your boy AM coming to you with the hoodie on because I got something really special, really awesome for you. I'll be unboxing this Arctis Nova Pro Wireless by SteelSeries. That was a huge mouthful, but stay tuned while I unbox this bad girl. Alright, we got a handy dandy knife to open up any box that stands in our way, and what we have for today is the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. Look at this thing is so awesome, so sexy. It's actually a pretty big box, can barely fit in the frame, but that's pretty cool. So what we have here is this premium SteelSeries headset. I actually got this on a really awesome deal, and so I got it for pretty cheap. Pretty cool, but this is designed for the Xbox, which I primarily game on. But we have here the front of the box, shows you what's all contains inside. You have the headset, you have the receiver that can connect two different devices. So I'm going to be connecting this to the PlayStation and to the Xbox, so I can use one headset, but also comes with Bluetooth, so you can also connect it to the Switch. So if you want to get funky and connect it to all three devices, you got this. But you can also connect to your PC too as well, which is pretty awesome. Here's the side of the box, gives you all the reviews. Best headset, best headset, best headset, best headset, better be. You know, to be completely honest with you, I do like SteelSeries headsets. I had the Xbox controller, or not controller, but the Xbox headset for a long time, and I loved it a lot. Unfortunately, it wasn't USB-C, it was micro USB, and that was kind of terrible because the little connector with all micro USBs kind of break. And so this gives you the contents inside the box. We have a cable, audio cable. I don't know what that is, maybe a little bag. We have here the receiver, tells you how to set it up and all those good stuff here there. Bottom of the box, we just got some barcodes. Top of the box, we have the information, SteelSeries, Arctis Nova. Oh, it's a mouthful. Pro Wireless. And here on the back of the box, what we got is kind of like what you should do when you set it up for your home computer system or your gaming station. So let's get this knife to work. Been kind of lazy for a bit, hasn't opened any boxes, so we need to get our poor little unboxing knife a job. And so cut the plastic off. So I'm going to put this to the front, and then I'm going to do the delidding of this SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. Okay, so we're inside. We're gonna get a good look at this. Look at that. That's pretty sexy. Unboxing experience so far has been pretty nice. Open this for glory. Cool. So it says first edition for the glory. Cool. What is this thing? This thing's super sick. Let me peel it. That's pretty satisfying. Oh, just a cool little card that you can frame or do whatever you want. This is the first edition, first wave of it. And then we have right here a little guide, but we're gamers, so we don't even need to read this because we automatically know how to use this device. And if we don't, we just download it from the Matrix and then we're good to go. Little bag to carry around if you want to. Wow, this thing is kind of sexy. Brushed metal right here on the sides. And what we have here is some leather cushion ear cups and a little headband that can be adjusted. But let's put this to the side and let's just see what other accessories that we have inside of this thing. I'm already kind of excited and hyped for this thing. This is pretty sexy. Look at this. Pull this out. This is probably where we keep all the cables. Yepers. Definitely all the cables right there. So let's just pull it all out. Pull everything out of the little bag. Make sure we got everything good to go. Nothing else in there. So we'll toss that to the side. Right there's the receiver, and we got ourselves a pill. This is going to be the most satisfying unboxing experience for a long time. So be sure we have all the contents. Let's pull this out. Ooh, we got a little silica gel. Ooh, it's glued down. That's actually a pretty nice call. And then everything is molded to fit all of your devices in there. Alright, you hear that crash? That's all the boxes that came from that device. But what we have here is the receiver. I don't know what this is, but let's just pop this open and check it out. Oh, it's a little, what do you call it, a little windscreen. So if you hit your P's pretty hard, it'll catch it. You spit a lot, it'll protect your little microphone from getting any hisses and any pops. Pop filter, that's what it's called. So we'll put that there. let's look at these cables, what we got inside this box. Cool, 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 cool. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because it's like Christmas came early. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to pop this open. But where's our unemployed unboxing tool? We're really putting in some overtime today. Cool. So let's put that there because we have some more stuff ready to go. First impressions of the cable. It's a USB-C to a USB-A. I don't know what kind of speed it is because the color's not there. But overall, the cable feels decent. It'd be nice if it was braided. But it's small and it looks like it's usable. I don't know about this little shininess on the end of this. It would be cool if it was all matted. But that's just a personal preference. I think it looks more glamorous for some people if it's glossy, but not to me. So we have actually two cables of the same size and same type. What we have here is, I don't know what speed this is, but it's USB to C to USB A, and this connects to two devices at the same time. So if you want to, well, one is you have to hook to your Xbox, and the other you have to hook to whatever device you want. It could be Switch, PC, or PlayStation, and this is the reason why I got it. Look at this. And what we have here is the receiver. It's in this nice little packaging, and it sounds, not sounds, but feels pretty plasticky. Okay, on the bottom here we have this little rubber base station, so that's pretty nice. Here on the front of the screen we have a little glossy little interface with a big old dial, and this is where you can put your batteries in. So let's just take this battery in and check it out. This is pretty awesome. I used to use a SteelSeries Arctis Siberian 800 or something like that. It was probably one of my favorite headsets I used for a long time, and one of the best features about it is it has this removable battery, because like when you're gaming, the worst thing you have to do is when it shuts off, and then you have to figure out how to like turn it back on. And when you have these removable batteries, you plug one in, put it in, and you're good to go. So let's just put that in. So it sits in like that, and then you just pull it out, and you're good to go. This will be recharging, and then when you're ready to pull it out and you're ready to put it in your headset, this is the way to do it. Here it's just like one little button interface that controls everything. So it's just pretty much tap, 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 tap through the menu, scroll, tap to confirm, and then there's probably like a back on here. It kind of be kind of cool. There's like a dedicated button for that, but there may be, this may be something right there. I'm not too sure. But here on the back we have a line in, line out, which is nice. So if you want to do like analog type of stuff, you can do it with this receiver. But right here you can plug this USB-C into your Xbox, and this one into whatever other device that you want to do, and then your headset will receive the audio from this wireless dongle, which is pretty cool. It'd have been nice if they had that third one here, so you can plug in like another device and have like 3 channels. But maybe in the future they'll do that. But overall, I think this thing actually feels pretty decent. The plastic is soft. The line seam here doesn't seem pretty cool, but other than that, everything about it's nice. I mean, it's gonna sit on your desk, so it'd be a little bit better if it, you know, had a better look than this thing. I'm not too impressed by it, but you know, I'll do what it needs to be done. I am impressed by this little plastic rubber bottom right here, so it won't slide around on your desk, stays in place. So those are all the cables that we have there. Put that to the side. We have this little pop filter there, and then what we got here is your traditional 3.5 audio jack. So if you want to connect your audio cable to your headset, you can do so with this thing. And obviously you have like the 4-ring connector, so you can do chat with it. On this side you have the 3, I forgot it's called TRSP or something like that. I can't really remember. Cable, like I said, is plastic. Not the best feeling. It'd been cooler if it was braided, but overall, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And so our knife will go back into, take a break as we check out the main attraction. Was what we have here is the headset. Look at this. This thing is so sexy. Brushed metal here, and it just pops off pretty easy. What we have here is the removable battery that you can hop swap while you're in the middle of gaming. Just easy, take it off, take it in, and then this thing just magnetically connects. Pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure all of this stuff comes off. This side is also magnetic as well, and we have the USB-C charger on the side. So if you don't want to use the hot swappable batteries, you can plug in your USB-C into that. You can actually charge the device as such. See, there it is. Pretty cool, but I'm probably not going to be using that because I'm just going to be swapping the batteries out just willy-nilly all as quickly as possible. Oh, I put this on upside down, so let me put it in the right way, and then we're good to go. Cool. Oh, I guess it just spins into place. Here on the sides we have the power on button, and we have the mic off, mic on. We have a little volume rocker. The volume rocker could use some work. It doesn't feel very well. Everything's, the brush metal feels good. Plastic feels decent, but some of the buttons are kind of not of the best quality, which is kind of disappointing. But overall, if it sounds great and it works really, really well, I'm pretty excited about that. And then what we have here is the microphone. And as I said before, SteelSeries headsets are probably one of the better ones that you can get. I personally have used the Xbox one. It's my favorite one, and it's very tunable. And when you put it into the hook up to a computer, then you can download new firmware for it, change the EQ profiles and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty awesome. What we have here is the pop filter. You slap this thing on there so you can spit and hit your P's as hard as you want. This thing slides right back into the headset, which is pretty cool. If you don't want to do that, then it just goes right in, fits flush, which is pretty nice. And then I think it also has like a little microphone that goes out, so it can do some like noise canceling, which is pretty awesome. I think this has like all the bells and the whistles. So it has Bluetooth, it has wireless receiver dongle station, it has noise canceling, does Dolby Atmos. So it's a pretty good headset. We have a little metal band on the top, and then we have this little strap. And SteelSeries headsets have this little ski goggle thing that they do on the top, which is actually really nice. It sits comfortably on your head, and it feels good for like long gaming sessions. And then the ear cushions are really well done, and so they're pretty deep too. So you have big ears, they'll fit in really nice. And then what we have here is this really cool telescoping size extender, which is really nice. Doesn't have like any lines or any marks on it, so it gives you kind of like a premium look. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this headset, and I can't wait to try it out because it looks pretty sexy. Look at that. You gotta admit, that's so nice looking. And then you have this cool little pop filter on the top. But yeah, so let's just get right to it. For this one, we want to have fire, smoke, explosion, sparks, money, because this thing is expensive. And for the last one, we want to do nuclear bomb. Yeah, so this is the SteelSeries Nova Pro wireless unboxing for you. Stay tuned for the review.
Ready?
Alright, we're back for the review where we do the pros and cons of the SteelSeries Nova Pro wireless for the Xbox Series S and X. It's a long bit of words to say. But first thing we'll do is we'll do the cons of this particular headset. So what I got here, as I said, is the SteelSeries Nova Pro. What I particularly don't like about it is not how it's like when you try to set it up to use, it takes a bit of finessing to get it to work, especially on the Xbox. On your PC, it's actually pretty easy because they have a little program that you can just like click all the buttons and you can set it up pretty easily. But when it comes to your actual like gaming console, you have to kind of do it through their little dock accessory as well as like through your Xbox menu system to get the settings right. And I've been fiddling around for about months and months, and I still haven't been able to get the settings to where I think they're pretty good. Another con about this particular headset is I do not like the new design of this headset. I prefer this old design, which is a lot more comfortable and a lot more, I think overall just a better product. One of the things I don't particularly like is that this thing is so small, so when it comes to like changing the actual batteries out of this thing, it's kind of cumbersome to do because it's just so tiny. If you had something of this size, you just like, I don't know, push it and then the thing would pop off, it would be a lot better. And I also just don't like the design of it too much. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of funky. And the last con about this particular thing is this microphone here. This is what's given me the most trouble of all the things that pertains to this headset. For whatever reason, I just cannot find the microphone settings that are optimal. What I want to do is be able to just like whenever I speak, the microphone will be able to pick it up pretty well. but there's like a little threshold until like where you can't whisper stuff, and you also can't, you know, you have to kind of speak to a certain audible level for it to pick up. And you can kind of fine tune it in the settings, but it's very limited at what you can do. And so those are like the 3 negative cons about this SteelSeries headset. All right, now we're going to do the pros for the SteelSeries Nova Pro. First thing I like about this particular headset is that the build quality is actually kind of nice. It's kind of an upgrade from its previous design. There's a lot more like, you know, polished metal. The ear cups on here are leather, and everything on it just feels really nice to the touch. Even like the little metal brushing on the little ear pads here feel really good as well. It's just overall better quality from the previous set, and so that's the one thing that I particularly like about it. Second thing I particularly enjoy about these headset is the connectivity. It can be able to connect to 2 devices if you want, so I have it connected to my Xbox and to my PlayStation 4, and it has 2 sources here in the back, and it's easy to switch between the 2 profiles. So it's like you just press the front button and you go to the USB and then switch over, and then you can switch between the 2 devices. It's pretty nice. I like that a lot. And the last thing that I particularly like about this headset is that sound quality of these things are pretty awesome. Even if you just like have it on the default, it sounds pretty good. And if you tweak the EQ on it, you'll be able to get a really decent sound that you prefer to listen to, especially in-game as well as like connected to your PC or to your PlayStation 4. And so for me personally, I think these are probably like the best sounding headphones to get. Alright, so if I were to give this headset a review, I feel like this thing would come in at about a 6.7. It's a very good headset, but there's a few minor gripes that I have with it, and there's some tweaks that you can do to make this headset pretty much the ultimate gaming headset if they wanted to do it. Because the few gripes I have is like the button placements. They feel really weird where they're placed at, especially this little dial here. It's like a little plastic dial. It is not as good as the old one. The old one just seemed to like work a lot better, and it's still plastic, but it's just where it's placed, how you can scroll through it. It's just overall tip-top shape. Another thing that they could have done was just added another connectivity to it. So instead of having just Xbox and then either just a regular USB, you just add one more, so you have 3. So if you're like, you know, you wanted to hook your Switch up to it as well as like your PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, you can do that. You know, just give three connections. I think that would make this thing overall better. And another thing that I would like to see changed is to make this square. I mean, I know why they kind of made this shape to make it more elegant, but I think when it comes to like, you know, desk placement and or like mounting, it doesn't really offer you any type of solution. So like if I wanted to like tape it to my desk underneath so I can just have it right there underneath my desk, I'm not able to, because then you'll have a little bit of a gap, and so you have to like maybe like mount it upside down, which kind of defeats the purpose because you have to like think everything backwards. So if this was a square, or you can mount it a little bit better, that would have been really nice. And maybe just add some buttons to this. They have a little digital button here. It's kind of cumbersome. I'd rather just have a tactile button, because this one's tactile here and it works really well. And this is like the go back button. If you just had like a normal regular button for go back, then I think it would be a little bit better than this digital one here. And so overall, I think this headset's pretty good. It's just that it's just a few minor gripes, you know, right out of the box. Just trying to get it to work with my Xbox was a bit of a hassle. I still haven't got it to where I'm really satisfied with it, but it does sound great. I'm able to communicate. The microphone has some issues, and so I mean, if they were to do another revision and were able to correct these things, I think they would get to a place where it's just a little bit better. Another thing that I would like to see if they were able to get in partnership with Xbox is make sure it's integrated into their like accessories, I don't know what you call it, file system, because if you get the proprietary Xbox headset, you're able to adjust like all of the stuff in software for the Xbox. This one does not do it. You have to use it from this actual dock to be able to like adjust the settings to get it where you want it. And sometimes it doesn't really work, so you have to like repair it and pair it back again, so you can start all over that whole process. And so it's a bit cumbersome. And so if they can, you know, figure a way to make those pain points a little bit more easier, I think this headset would be pretty much the ultimate. So I think in version 2.0 or whatever the next one is going to be after this, they just think about those types of things. And then just like the battery switching, I know they made it a little bit smaller to make it a little bit more elegant, but it's just better if this was like a bigger plate so you can take it off easier. It gets pretty cumbersome to try to like pull off the battery cover because it's just like this little opening here and then it comes off. But it'd be just nice if it was a lot bigger so you can just get into it faster. Sometimes I'm just sitting there trying to get it open for a long period of time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Other than that, I give you a big fat peace.